calling this grand Wimbledon rematch in one of his final 2 assignments for ESPN is Cliff Drysdale, the longest tenured broadcaster at ESPN. September 14th, 1979. That was the day this voice of reason and this source of endless entertainment became the voice of tennis, Cliff, in our country and all around the world. A gracious Hall of Famer, he is our friend, and he is our North Star. Cliff, take a moment, and we want to thank you and honor you with this.
It must be tough in life when you're really good looking. One dear friend of mine has that cross to bear.
Tall and handsome Cliff Drysdale, a long shot with an unorthodox style and a burning desire to topple the favorites.
The way to overcome this handicap is to show the world there's real substance below the surface. Throughout his playing and broadcasting careers, Cliff Drysdale did just that.
Drysdale discovered the fountain of youth. He forced that set to the 13-point tiebreaker and won.
I started following the men's game pretty carefully, and he was part of this group, the Handsome Eight. It's like, I'd like to be in a group like that.
They had it all. They were the James Bonds of tennis.
He was the first president of the ATP when we boycotted Wimbledon.
And from that, we have tennis what it is today.
In a very real sense, Cliff was very instrumental in changing the game. But he's the last man who would tell you.
He's not one to brag about his own career, so others have to talk about him.
You know, he's a student of the game. He played very studious, smart tennis.
He was a wonderful player, top 5 player in the world, finalist of the US Open singles, won the doubles here.
As with all great athletes, Cliff's game gave us a glimpse into his character.
He had a two-handed backhand when nobody else had one.
He was a tough guy to beat. That backhand was lethal.
Cliff Drysdale of South Africa, and his two-handed returns help him keep in the running.
Like his movement from forehand to backhand, or from baseline to the net, Cliff's transition from player to broadcaster was, in a word, smooth.
A member of the original Handsome Eight. You started all this professional tennis.
If you're a sports fan, you remember when ESPN was born?
And Cliff, welcome aboard.
I was playing the Davis Cup, really like the very beginning of ESPN. He was the commentator.
My goodness, he had to make a good 50-yard dash to get to that one.
Cliff Drysdale is really a partner with ESPN Tennis for all these decades.
Cliff Drysdale, to me, is legendary.
What does that mean specifically?
Commentary, play-by-play, he did it all.
Cliff Drysdale, Mr. Tennis here on ESPN, and today, what more can you say?
Nobody worked harder than Cliff.
They talk about guys who try hard.
Just take a look. Freeze it there, please, guys.
Okay, roll it.
And then, okay, roll the right-hand side now. What's the first movement?
Cliff, the tennis commentator, was versatile, erudite, and relatable, with a sense of humor and style.
I am of the old-fashioned school. As long as my hair is dry and I'm outside, I know that it's not raining.
He senses the moment where the turning point comes. He gets so excited when it happens.
Oh, no, he's got it! Anything you can do, I can do better. An unbelievable point that they just played.
He started as an analyst and then jumped in as a play-by-play person and didn't skip a beat.
This is the time, this is the pressure, this is the drama.
Welcome you, fiery Fred Stolle. What about Boris Becker, Fred?
Listening to Cliff and Fred commentate, it was a privilege to sit by the TV and watch.
I have the feeling that you may have changed your mind now.
I have changed my mind, Cliff, and I hate to tell you that because you went for Edberg. For quite a while, I think it'll be an exciting day.
His voice and Fred Stolle's voice were what I grew up with.
You're shivering up here trying to talk to me.
I am. I'm dying of cold.
I think Cliff paints the picture of tennis so well because, I mean, he's played it, he's lived it.
You need to feel the passion, you need to feel the love for this game.
The sound of his voice is so comforting.
Sunday afternoon here in Australia.
The death knell that everybody was sounding for American tennis are over.
I don't think I'd be where I am today in the television business without him.
It really gave Michael Chang something to think about.
Well, it was really nip and tuck for a while.
No matter the occasion, Cliff's engaging spirit showed through.
This is going to be the match potentially of the tournament.
He has touched the lives of everyone with whom he worked.
He's a legend in our sport, okay?
I can hear you say that it's over now. Somehow now it's the end.
Cliff Drysdale is so many things to me. An amazing friend and a mentor when I got my start in television.
Now please welcome Patrick McEnroe. Patrick, the question is this: can Jim Courier do it again?
Please welcome me, Cliff. Thank you.
Every time you step into the booth with him, he's always giving, he's always teaching.
The guy is so smooth and has such a passion for the sport.
I guess one of the things tennis teaches you is how to be good partners.
The day is gonna come.
He has been like the perfect teammate.
Our song will have been sung.
Cliffy helped me the most when I first started. He was, my first partner and gave me so much advice and was so patient.
He went out of his way to take me to lunch and talk about a possible career in broadcasting. He believed in me, and he got me started on this path.
I'm proud to sit next to you.
Thank you. That's the biggest honor he could ever give me. Thank you.
He still brings it, and that's, something you aspire to.
He's always smiling, always positive, genuinely just full of joy.
Oh, who's that? Juan. Oh, is that you? Look how handsome you were and are.
Cliffy is the kindest, most supportive,
adorable, funny.
He's just a beautiful person.
Our job in the sport gives us a lot of gifts, and his friendship is about the best one I can think of.
The day is gonna come. Whatever you want to say, you got a free reign.
He was a gift. They kept on giving so much for so long.
I brought in our #1 for this.
As he says goodbye, all I can say is, here's a chance for us to spend a little bit more time on the golf course. My friend Cliffy.
We will find the sun.
Once again, a very warm greeting to everybody.
Yes, we will find the sun.
And you've seen some outstanding tennis.
This team has really melded together.
Truth is, we are a family.
What do you want from me?
I'm Cliff Drysdale.
Thank you.
It's time for our thank yous now. You have one for me?
No.
I thought that the guys would put something nice together. Never thought it would be anything that elaborate, and somebody went to a lot of trouble to put that together, Chris, and I really appreciate it. It's been a long road, but it has been a smooth road. I have always had the full respect of everybody in our company. I have felt the love of everybody around this table and all those that are not around this table as well. Nobody has disrespected or not given me everything that they have from the beginning. It continues to this day. I don't know where I'm going with this other than to say that my great friend Jack Nicklaus, to put his voice on that is something that is really special. I have a Jack Nicklaus story that I will tell you a little later, maybe in this.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
A lot of people here would like to say thank you. So I'm going to begin the quick parade. But Cliff, your voice, it just meant something. And I didn't grow up like these others knowing you. I just grew up listening to you. So to meet the man behind the voice has been everything. Thank you. You wore this jacket today of all days.
You can't do jacket.
You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT, Cliffy. I've been so lucky. 25 years. How's that possible? 25 years. Like Patrick said, you're the reason I'm here. You taught me everything I know. The best mentor, the best friend, the funniest. You make me laugh every day. I think you make coming to work so much fun. And I thank you. You're the best.
Okay, so two things. First of all, the light thing. I was on the tour when you were on the tour, as you know. And every time I saw you walking towards me at a tournament, I would stop, turn around, and run. I'd run away. I would run away. I was petrified of you because what I saw was the most handsome man walking towards me with charisma and a swagger and confidence, and you made me feel very unsettled and, you know, very uncomfortable. But then when I started working with you, I realized that after the first meeting that everybody on the team just adored you and loved you, and that you were a beacon of light to everyone, and you were the glue that held everybody together. You were the leader. And boy, what a historian you were. ESPN will never have a historian like you. And you always made your analysts feel like they were the star. So thank you for your generosity, and thank you also for always being there for me in my darkest hours too, Cliffy.
Thank you.
Cliffy, warm and friendly greetings to you, my friend. And I have two brothers, one of whom you know pretty well. I had a great dad, but you were like another father, another brother, and most importantly, as the lady said, an amazing friend. And when I got started almost 30 years ago with you and Fiery, I was the courtside guy. You took me under your wing like you've done with so many. And we had those days in Cincinnati and Canada where we'd be on 10, 12 hours. But I'm going to tell one quick Cliff Drysdale story that I'll never forget. When Roger Federer won his first Wimbledon, we were calling the match not live, but for ESPN Classic. And as Roger went into his celebration, I saw a tear in Cliffy's eyes. And I said, what and you because you knew you were seeing something so special. And that's the passion that you've always had for tennis, number one, but for people, number two. We love you. We're going to miss you, but we know you're still going to be around, right?
Absolutely.
Like a bad penny also.
There's a few more people that would like to say something. I think you referenced it. Let's start with Mr. Chris Fowler.
Lord Drysdale, my former housemate at Wimbledon, along with Mr. Enberg and BG, and you were the smooth presence who navigated between two very different personalities. And thanks for the opportunity to hear your stories and learn from you. You never got rattled when they emptied 1,000 beer bottles at 4:30 every single morning outside that flat. You managed to still stay in a good mood. But to learn from you, not just the technical side of tennis, but your touch and your feel for it, and the passion for the sport, but also the restraint. The restraint that it was never about you, it was about the players and the occasion and documenting that. And I will always hear your voice in my head, talk less. And I will try to follow that. Love you, my friend.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Chris. Pam.
Cliffy, just a little Cliff Drysdale trivia. You won your last tour title, singles, in the great city of Baltimore in 1978, the same month I started my career. And we shared one main draw at a major together. That was 1978 US Open. You lost first round, I did a little better. You welcomed me 12 years later on the ESPN tennis when I was booted early from the Australian Open. I was out on a back court reporting, and you welcomed me. You and Fiery welcomed me to ESPN 35 short years ago. And now you get to go out on top at the US Open, just like Pete Sampras did in 2001. And I can't wait to call this next match, Anisimova and Swiatek, with you courtside, just like I started 35 years ago. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Pam. BG.
Lord Drysdale, I don't know if I ever told you this. In 1970, I ball boyed for you with the glove, the two-handed backhand. I'd never even seen one. And getting a chance, you know, all these years later to get to commentate with you, and my aha moment is when you're on the telestrator, hold it, freeze it, and you are dissecting it, and also to share a place with you for 17 days with Chris Fowler and Dick Enberg will be in my memory bank for the rest of my life. I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Thanks, BJ. Killer, Coach Cahill.
Cliffy, you know, being Australian, when I came to the States in the early 80s,
the two voices that were tennis to us, Fred Stolle and Cliff Drysdale. They're still the two best voices I've ever heard in tennis broadcast. And when I started in 2007 at ESPN, nobody has taught me more about broadcasting than you have, Cliff. You're a great man. You'd give the shirt off your back to anybody that needed it, unless they played you in golf, and then you're an assassin. But thank you for everything, Cliff. Thank you mostly for your friendship, and thank you for being the person you are. A great man. Cheers, mate.
Rest in peace, Fred.
Yes.
Stubbsy.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, I get to add with the other Australian here. And Darren stole a little bit of my line, but it is true. As an Australian, growing up listening to you and Fred Stolle, the two voices that I came so accustomed to listening to calling tennis, and you made it such a joy, Cliff. And then I had the pleasure of my first ever Grand Slam that I worked for ESPN was with you in 1997 when I was still playing, and you took me into that booth. You made me feel so comfortable. You're the kindest, most generous, curious, patient, amazing analyst and person. We're going to miss you so much, Cliffy, but we've all learned so much from you about how to be a better person, a better analyst, and I just love you so much. So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Renee.
Jason.
Cliffy, English here. You don't know this, I've never told you, but the voice of Wimbledon for me was John Barrett, Dan Maskell. Then when I first started to come to the United States, it was you and Fred, as Darren's already suggested. And then I was always in the booth next to you when I was doing the world feed commentary. It was you, it was Chris, it was Darren, it was BG, it was Patrick. That was always my ambition to one day join the great ESPN team. And of course, I've been able to do that now. And it was mainly because back in those days, I used to call a match for the world feed. I used to then go back to the hotel. I used to tape your matches that you did alongside with Chris. And then I used to take notes on those matches, how to call those matches and try and improve what I was doing in my small world compared to what you guys were doing, best team in the business. And that's one small step in the right direction for me. And then, of course, ever since I've been lucky enough to be a member of your team, then you've been so kind to me, you've been so generous. You're never the loudest voice in the room. You're always the smartest and often the funniest. So it's been a pleasure to know you. Thanks, Cliffy.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
Mr. Blake. Another newbie you brought along, Cliff.
Cliffy, all this elaborate send-off is still not enough time for us to give you the true send-off you deserve. I don't have enough time to say how much I respect you. I'm going to do my best, though. And that's what we all do, is we do our best around you because you get the best out of us. You've taught every one of us how to be the best commentator we can be. You've taught me how to be the best person I can be around you because of everything you've done. I've learned from watching you. I've learned from your wisdom. You're the smartest tennis historian I've ever known, and you never let on with that. You make tennis the star, you make the other players the star, and you make your friends and colleagues the star. And that says so much about you as a person, and it makes me and so many others want to be like you. So thank you for everything you did for us.
Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Coco.
Well, as the youngster of the group, I'm going to close this off here. And there's two things that resonate with me in the short time that we've been able to work together, Cliff, is one, you told me early on, you know when to be quiet, which I think is a theme you've told everyone at this table. But two, you will learn. And you have taught me in this short amount of time so much of just the value of what tennis brings to this community, of just to us, to what it means, because you have been the voice of tennis, the voice of reason, even outside of the green room, where that green room voice, that is the voice of reason in there. But I can't wait to see what else has to offer and to see you in a different light outside, behind the booth. But I'm sure these guys will bring you back into the booth at some point. We're not letting you go that easily. Thank you, Cliff.
They need to bring me down to earth.
So these are all the people, Cliff, that we're lucky enough to be in front of the camera, but there's a couple of people behind the camera that's been in your ear and our ear more than anyone, or hundreds of people that make this happen for us, and that's Mr. Bobby Feller, who's a basket case, but he's still Come on, Bobby.
I wasn't expecting this. So this is what it's like to be in front of the camera. It's a lot harder than I thought. So I'm going to be short, like I always tell you guys to be. Just get your point out. Cliffy, we've been on this journey together right from the very beginning. You made me a better person, a better producer. You pushed me. And I hope that I made you or helped you along to be the person and the commentator and the father and the husband and the friend that you are. We always say to each other, we love each other like a brother. And I think I love you more than that. So Cliffy, thank you for everything. Thank you for being with me on this journey. And I'm going to miss you, my man.
Miss you too, Bobby.
And to tie a bow around it, none other than Mr. Jamie Reynolds, who's been a driving force for all of us for so many years at ESPN. Jamie.
Thank you. Thank you. Look at this group. There is no better family, no better North Star that has led us for 46 years to run this sport. Tennis is a very unique community. Your voice, your will, your passion, your guidance has led all of us. Bless you. Thank you for caring for us. Thank you for developing the passion we all have. And thank you for making this entire family what it is. The Grand Slams are better for it our entire life. This sport is better for what you give to us. Bless you, Cliffy.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. There are too many memories and too many stories to even sort of begin. There are too many people because I have given so much thought to all the people that have helped me, not just in the television business, but before that in just in general in life. And there are so many that it's hard to even begin. I was going to bring up the names of some of those people like Vic Braden and Jim Simpson, Dickie Enberg, but it was overtaken by other events because they were already on on the videos. It's really a special moment for me. Obviously, this is way beyond anything that I would have imagined that you would have created for this moment. And so for everybody at this table and around this table, I just want to say thank you. I certainly do not deserve this kind of send-off, but it's very nice for you to have done this. I obviously wasn't expecting it, but it is what it is. This is a memory that I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to take home, and when I get aggravated with anybody, I can just turn it on. Thank you very much.
We love you, Cliffy.
Thank you.
We love you.
You have to go call a match.
Yes.
Get to work, Cliff. Get to work, okay?
Let's focus. Let's go. Come on.
Cliff Drysdale, everybody.